What if the calm between the United States and China is only temporary? What if today's handshake is just the silence before another storm? A storm that could change the future of the world economy. And what really happened behind closed doors at the Trump-Xi summit in Busan on October 30th? Wherever you are in the world, if you follow global markets, tech, or geopolitics, make sure to subscribe, because what's coming next might affect every country's economy. Donald Trump called his meeting with Xi Jinping 12 out of 10. For once, both sides smiled, shook hands, and told the world they didn't want confrontation or decoupling. The world breathed a sigh of relief. Markets stabilized, Asian currencies gained, even tech stocks bounced after weeks of uncertainty. But beneath that optimism lies a fragile truth. This wasn't peace, it was a pause. The new understanding between Washington and Beijing is thin more like a ceasefire than a treaty. The rivalry between these two superpowers runs far deeper than tariffs. It's about technology, energy dominance, AI supremacy, and global influence. China's semiconductor industry is growing despite U.S. export controls. America continues to block advanced chip exports, limiting China's AI development. In return, Beijing is tightening control on rare earth mineral exports, materials critical for U.S. defense and EV manufacturing. Both nations are claiming they don't want confrontation, yet both are quietly rearming their economies for it. Trump's renewed tariffs and tough stance play well with his political base ahead of 2025's midterm elections. By looking strong on China, he gains leverage both at home and abroad. But the reality is, a full-scale decoupling would be catastrophic for both economies. The U.S. relies heavily on Chinese manufacturing and rare earth supply chains. China relies on American chips, markets, and capital inflows. So the solution? A managed tension. Trump wants to show strength without triggering an all-out economic war. Xi Jinping's approach was, markedly different. Calm, measured, and quietly strategic. Beijing doesn't want confrontation, but hey, it's preparing for long-term independence from Western tech. Massive investments are flowing into domestic chip production, AI research, and the Belt and Road Initiative, connecting over 60 countries through infrastructure and digital trade. China's message to the world is clear. We can survive without America, but we prefer not to test it just yet. Even as leaders shake hands, markets sense the fragility. One tweet, one sanction, or one military incident near Taiwan could reignite chaos overnight. Global investors know this. That's why gold, Bitcoin, and oil prices spike every time tensions rise. Economists warn that if tariffs return or trade restrictions expand, Asia could face a multi-trillion-dollar supply chain shock affecting everything from iPhones to EV batteries. So the question isn't if confrontation returns, but when. For now, both sides have holstered their weapons. But the world's two largest economies are still pointing them at each other, waiting for the next move. America continues to lead in AI, defense, and chip design. China continues to scale production, influence developing nations, and expand digital currencies like the eCNY. A true peace would mean structural agreements, transparency, and mutual trust, none of which exist yet. Instead, what we have is geopolitical theater, a temporary peace staged for global audiences. For investors and citizens alike, this fragile calm means volatility will remain the new normal. Tech companies caught between both systems like TSMC, Apple, and Nvidia are diversifying supply chains. Global inflation, currency shifts, and raw material shortages all tie back to this rivalry. If this truce holds, 2026 could bring stability. But if it breaks another trade, shock could send markets tumbling again. So, what do you think? Is this the start of a new era of peace, or just the eye of the storm? Share your thoughts below. Do you believe Trump and Xi have truly buried the hatchet, or is the world just taking a short breath before the next conflict? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell for more global analysis and market-focused documentaries. Thanks for watching. This is StockScope AI, and I'll see you in the next one.